We love you, Josh.
Very much. Okay. Hey everybody, I'm still Josh. As we all know, I'm not a fan of public speaking. So let's do this as painlessly as we can. My brother Ellis, parents, guests. Stop telling me to slow down. I'm talking slow. It's been a great year. We did things that no one thought we were capable of. We planned an amazing ski trip. We're going on a camping trip in 10 days. We have programming every week. We have 42 members in the chapter. We're going to spring convention at the end of this month with 20 members as of yesterday. And that's 10% of the whole convention. This wasn't one person's work though. If you've planned an event this term, thanks for that. If you called your friend to bring him into the chapter, thanks for that. If you're a parent or guardian of a member in this chapter who has opened up your house to more than 20 rambunctious olives or driven to the South Bay to give us a ride home, thank you. But this chapter can't survive without the help of our parents. It always falls on someone in the chapter to find a location or a ride. This chapter is completely youth-led, but there are some things that we can't do as kids. Almost every week someone needs to open up their house to host an event. And a couple times every few months, adults need to drive the chapter down to the South Bay for an event. Without adults helping us with things like this, our chapter can't grow. When I joined this chapter around 2.5 years ago, our chapter had no parent involvement. Most of our events were in Montclair Park, and whenever we needed to go anywhere, we would just pile into the back of Jacob Stein's Volvo. Our chapter is too big and too young to do this. Without help from adults, we won't be able to continue this phenomenal growth. As Dreidel's newly elected Gadol, I want to open up a more constant line of communication between the chapter and the guardians of the members. What I want to do is get details for every event as early as possible, and with that information, I'm going to send it out at the beginning of the month, and it's going to say if we need rides or a house to have it at. Also in this, I want to have a summary of one of the events. We were talking recently in the chapter about how installations and parent nights are the only times that that parents can get a sense of the chapter. And I find that kind of ridiculous. Parents should be able to know what their kid's doing. The phrase is thrown out a lot, what happens in AZA stays in AZA. Parents aren't just giving their kid $5 and dropping them off somewhere for an evening. All this means is that kids can open up in AZA in ways they might not feel comfortable doing elsewhere. My two main focuses for this 6-month term are retention and building a relationship with the parents of the chapter. We have 42 members in this chapter. And that's kind of shocking because there aren't anywhere near that many people from Dreidel here. I'm seeing some new faces, I'm seeing some old faces, I'm seeing some old new faces. That's my brother, Ari. This is the first thing he's been to in like 3 years. That's Jacob Cohen. He hasn't been here in a while either.
I really miss you, bud.
We missed you, both of you. Well, I wasn't here with you, but I missed you. We need to remember that in recruitment, the end goal isn't having a new member sign up. It's bringing them into this community, this family that we have spent years building. In this chapter, we do things that we can't do anywhere else. We make great friends and open up to them in a way unlike anywhere else in life. We need to take full advantage of that. We have a lot of new members, and all of them come with new parents. And these people don't immediately understand what Dreidel is. So I'm going to tell y'all what Dreidel is. Our goal is to provide all Jewish teams with amazing experiences in a drug-free community. We have events every weekend based around Judaism, community service, education, social and athletic programming. And all these things are just what we put on flyers or on the internet. I didn't understand what these things add up to though, until I was sitting in this year's international convention in Los Angeles. With 750 kids watching one of my best friends, Alex Finkelstein, introduce his international campaign, Stand Up For Each Other, which will improve the lives of over 50,000 Jewish teens around the world. It showed me that anybody can make a difference. Anybody can make it better. I don't need to make that kind of change in the entire order. I want my mark to be left on this chapter. I want the chapter to keep growing, not just in size, but in quality of programming, fraternity within the chapter, and in ourselves. I accept the honor, the privileges, and the duties that come with being this chapter's Gadol. I will do more than my best this term. I will do what is required for this chapter. This term we have the potential to do great things, so why not? Why shouldn't we have 30 active members in this chapter? Why shouldn't we have the event of the year? Why shouldn't every single olive in this chapter plan an event that changes someone's lives? Why shouldn't everyone be able to be who they want to be with pride in that identity. There are no obstacles big enough to stop us. Fraternally submitted, with undying love for the unforgettable 154th term board, and the incoming 155th. And Dreidel is nowhere near 155 years old. That's just something Alex came up with.
I mean, it's 155 turns old.
So that's half years.
But it's not that old. We have Dreidels been around for like not that long. Fraternally submitted with undying love for Dreidel ACA number 25256. I remain Olive Josh Bros.